yoga class, so I'm excited. So, yeah. So this class, next time you come, Ava, it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be probably doing the same thing. It's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to let Kian tell you guys about his special gift.
Okay. So maybe you guys are familiar with drummers and bands. What does it look like they're doing when they play the drums? Can you imitate them?
What do they look like when they drum it?
Like that. Or about like this. They've got drums all around them, all over, and sometimes they go crazy, right? So it looks like they're going crazy, but they're actually very, very controlled. So that is part of what I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to play a drum. Everyone's going to get their own drum to play today. But before we do that, we have to go over some rules. So the first rule is, do not play until I tell you to play. And the second rule is, treat the drums nice. Right? No matter what the drums, they can break if you don't treat them well. They can hold on, they can hold a lot of energy, but you still have to treat them with respect and kindness. Okay, so what are the rules again?
Go hard.
Also, don't play out of time. And I'll tell you what that means. So when we're silent, everybody's silent. At the very end, there will be a chance to go crazy. So just wait till the end.
We might have to bring up peace and quiet.
Yes.
Oh.
Until then, it is very controlled. It is very slow. But you'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take one of you at a time to the note back there where I keep all my drums.
I think that's the order that they came in.
Okay, cool. All right.
So Cassie came first.
Okay.
Ooh. I told you might not like that. You don't really have I'll hold it for you.
There's a lot to do.
You might want to keep it on. Okay, you can bring it in if you don't want to decide it.
I need to see all of them.
You definitely want that? You don't even want to look and see at the magic they have back there? Really?
No.
Okay. Are you sure? Then Ava gets second dibs.
Ava.
If you want to pick one up for me to give with you, I will just.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
You got your bongos. Cool. Can I hear them a little bit? Can I hear how they sound? Okay.
I have bigger ones like that. I feel like those are my house, but only
Cool. Okay, Kim, you want to come pick a drum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep this guy away from us.
you got the bongos. Hey, what's the singing? Oh my god, just yours is bigger than the other. But this is a small one and a big one.
Oh yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not messing around, guys. This is serious business.
They got a barrel in there. You got the. If you took the whole entire big one out, I. All right, you guys take the biggest.
Okay, so how can we do this? Alright. Okay, so Ava, you're playing with the stick, and Kim is playing with the stick. This is what we'll do first. And so it's very precise. There's going to be counting. So what we're going to do is you're just going to hold, if you're just using one, you're just going to use one. Everyone else is going to use both their arms for this. We're going to count to 4. The first 1, 2, 3, you're going to bring your hands up and around, and then on 4 you hit the drum. Get it? So it's going to be like this. I'll do it first, and everyone else can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, let's do it a bunch of times. All right. So let's say ready, go. We'll go for it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Okay. Let's do a new one. Okay. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Awesome. Really nice job. Okay. So now we're going to do some what's called call and response. So me and Kim will demonstrate what that sounds like. That was a hard one. Okay. Let's try it out. Okay. So let's try this one. Let's go around and share one cool thing about your drum, because every drum is unique. So I'll go first. One cool thing about my drum is that it has 2 sides, one side and 2 sides. They both help to make a sound.
Okay, cool thing about my drum is it's off the ground, way off the ground.
One cool thing about my drum is that it has 2 beats. One cool thing about my drum has 1 small beat and 1 big beat. One thing about my drum is that it's made of like a smooth paper and it makes like this dark sound.
Cool. So they're all different. That's really great. Okay. Let's make up some rhythms. So does anyone play an instrument here?
Piano, electric guitar.
Ooh.
You play the electric guitar?
Yes.
I own, my dad owns 2 of them. I own 1. My favorite
Nice.
electric guitar.
That's right, Cassie plays recorder.
I'm getting a recorder.
You are.
Alright. Okay. So you know what rhythm is? You?
Rhythm is a beat.
The beat, like how it's played in time, right? So that's different from like the tune. When you're playing something on the guitar, it has rhythm and it has tune. So rhythm is whether you're going maybe very fast or very slow. And like I showed you, there are lots of different kinds of rhythm you can play. And one really cool way to think of a rhythm is to put a name to it. So for example, pepperoni pizza. That's one example of a name. Right? Your name's Kimberly. Kimberly. So everyone's name has its own rhythm, right? So why don't we each go? We'll do call and response, which means one person plays, everybody echoes them. So we'll each do, first we'll do our own name, and then we can make up a rhythm after that. So first names. So I'll go, and Kim can go, and everyone else can go. So my name's Kian, and it really is Ki. Everybody? Nice. Okay, Kim? Kim, all right. Okay. Now we're going to think of a more exciting one. Okay, so what can we think of? We can think of names that we know. What about characters that have interesting names? Right? Like who can we think of?
We did a small name, although we have the marshmallow monster in Frozen,
That's a good
marshmallow monster.
That's a good one. Marshmallow
And we have
monster.
marshmallow monster in Ghost Hunters.
That's right, the marshmallow man.
Mm-hmm.
And we have,
Like things that people say.
wait, who's some of the singers, like Selena Gomez?
Or
Or
Mary.
who? Lady Gaga, that's a good
That's a
one.
good
That's
one.
a really good one.
What about names of songs? That could work too.
Good. Yeah, that's a good
Good.
one.
Okay, so
Shakira.
yeah, that's a good one. Shakira.
Shakira, that's a good one.
All right, so everybody try to think of one. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a surprise. Think of a good one.
Wait, is it a song?
I think it's anything, right?
Anything that has an interesting rhythm that we just like really just talk about. It can be the name of a place.
Can it be something like a dog?
It could be a dog. Yep. You can think of a rhythm that goes with it. So raise your hand if you thought of something. Alexis, need a little help?
Who's your favorite singer, maybe that might help? Or your favorite TV show? Or a pet?
Or something, anything at all, anything you can say. You know, like, what's for dinner? Or I'm going to bed. Little stuff like that.
Here, you found something.
You
You
got
got it?
something? Okay,
Okay.
Kim, do you have something?
I got the best I can come up with, yeah.
Okay, so let's go around in a circle this way. And what will happen is, I'll play it and then everybody else plays. So everybody has to be ready to play right after. Okay, here we go. I love yoga class. Go ahead. Okay, so let's try that again. I'll do it and then you can play right after me. I love yoga class. Good. Okay, you can go. Hold on. That wasn't exactly the rhythm, was it? I love taquitos. Can you think of that, what that would exactly be? Like every time you say a sound, the drum has to make a sound. Right? Taquitos. Want to try it again? I think that one would be good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love taquitos.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Slow, slow, fast, fast, fast.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Oh, that was good.
Good.
I love Katy Perry.
That's good. Okay, play it on the drums.
You sing the YouTube one.
That was good.
Go ahead, play it on the drums.
I love Katy Perry.
Perry has two. I love Katy Perry. Use her as a man. I love Katy Perry. Go faster. I love Katy
I
Perry.
love Katy Perry.
Okay.
Okay.
I love my cat.
I love my cat. Oh, you do it first,
You
sorry.
play first.
I love my cat.
Ooh, I like that. needs a new boyfriend.
Well, those are fun. Okay.
She just broke up with her boyfriend. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You know her, she always has to have a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's try. This might be a little bit hard, but I think we can do it. This is called 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. And the way it goes is everybody plays one beat. But yeah, that was good.
That was good, right?
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do too. But first, we're going to each play just one. And how this goes is it's going to go around. And it's going to start out slow, but it's going to get faster and faster and faster and faster.
Is this too vibrant or
It's fine. You
It
can
is?
use it.
Okay.
You can, yeah, keep it the way it is. That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
Yeah. So it's going to go like this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And it's going to keep going round and around. And we're going to start out nice and slow, and then we're going to get faster. So if you miss a beat, we have to go back to slow. Okay, so we're going to start slow. So it's going to go like this. 1, 1, 1. Yeah, and that slow. And then we'll pick it up a little bit. Ready? Here we go. Oops. Okay, we gotta back to slow. All right. So the goal is to get it as fast as we can. Okay. So
Without missing.
That was an
Yeah,
impression.
so always be ready to play because you don't know.
If you guys get comfortable in this position, you can sit like this, or you can switch your legs around if you get tired or your feet start to fall asleep. And I don't know if you want to do a pose with the drumming. If you let me know what you can do with the
We
mountain pose.
we should
And
do
see how
that.
long they can hold it with the drumming, like we can support it like that.
That's a good
And
idea.
see
Let's do
if
that
and
next.
see if
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's a really good
and see
idea.
if you mess up.
Because I know that's a tough one.
Yeah. Okay. So you're starting slow, and so you're always going to be looking for the person to your left because right
Yeah.
after they play is when you
You get
play.
it.
Okay. Go. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Ready? Pick it up. This is how we're looking at it. As soon as the person
That's what I'm
starts
doing, I'm
playing.
looking for her. So
Right.
I'm assuming that the rest of them are going, right?
Yeah, so just focus on the person to
Okay,
your
so you
left.
be watching her,
As
I'm
soon
watching
as
you,
they
you
play,
watch her, you
you
watch
play.
her. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Go.
What happens?
That was you. That was you that time. Okay. All right. Okay, do you want to try doing a pose with the drums?
All right, this is, yeah, so we're gonna, I know for some people this is a little bit hard to stand in this pose. And I'll teach you, this is an easy pose to teach you too for the first one. It's called mountain pose. And I'm gonna ask you, before you come out of the pose, I'm gonna ask you to stand there for 1 second and I want you to feel your hands after we get out. So I'll show you. This is mountain pose. So everybody stand up and we'll give your legs a rest too. Like straighten out, kind of wiggle, shake out your leg a little bit from like sitting cross-legged for so long. So when we stand in yoga and we stand hip distance apart, our hips are really right here, our hip bones. And all the same legs. Okay, so everybody's pretty much standing with your feet straight, so your toes are facing the front of your mat, so make your feet a little bit straighter, so they're like, yep, just like that, yep. Okay, so your feet are straight in front of your hip bones. This is hip distance apart. Okay, so we're gonna take a breath in and blow it out. And this time I want you to raise your arms up over your head in prayer position like this. And then I want you to cross your fingers. Yep, put your pointer fingers straight up, keeping the rest crossed. And I want you to crisscross your thumbs like this. Okay, so we're standing like this, hip distance apart. And I want you to kind of relax your shoulders so your shoulders aren't hurting. So kind of relax them a little bit so that your shoulders are where your ears are. So feel if your arms are kind of touching your ears, if you can do that if you want to. And then relax your shoulders down a little bit. Hip distance apart, fingers are crossed, pointers are pointing, thumbs are crossed, and we're going to stand just like this. This is mountain pose. And it's a hard pose to hold. And sometimes it helps if you stare at something that isn't moving and you kind of just zone out staring at it, and then it makes you not realize how long you're really standing here, and it helps you
I don't
hold
get how
pose.
it's hard to hold.
You don't think it's hard to hold?
No.
All right, good. You do gymnastics too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to stand here for just a few more breaths. Breathe in and out through your nose. Okay, now I want you to put your hands back and don't untouch them. Keep them touching, but put them back in prayer position for a second. Just like mine. And I want you to slowly start to pull them away from each other. And see if you feel, go like this a little bit, kind of like push them in and out towards each other. And see if you feel like a magnet, like they want to get stuck to each other. Does anyone feel that?
Yeah.
That's energy. That's all the energy you were just holding in your hands. That's all the energy that's in our body that you just released. So we could even do that. We could play sometime, and we could put our hands next to each other and just hold hands like this for a while. And I bet after holding hands like that, not holding, putting our hands together for a little while, when we try to pull them apart, it might feel the same thing like with a magnet, like they want to get next to it, they want to draw each other, see if they can feel. You feel that you can get kind of almost like twinkling in between a little bit of energy, like heat. All right, so we're gonna do you want to try and hold that pose while we're drowning for as long as I don't know how many do it.
Yeah.
Well, we
so,
could do it if you don't like that one. I want to keep them about energy though.
okay, so this is what I'm gonna drum out. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a special kind of drumming that you just do a very simple rhythm like that. But there will be little changes according to your energy. So I'm going to feel what your energy is like as you're holding the pose. And I want you to hold the pose and listen to my beat. And just feel if you notice any changes and how that is going in your personal energy.
So do you want to close your eyes?
You can close your eyes, yep, and just listen.
Just listen to hands drumming while we're holding the pose. So our feet are hip distance apart, and our toes are facing the front of our mat. Very good pass. And our arms are over our head. Point your fingers up, our fingers are crossed, and our thumbs are crossed. Our arms are next to our ears, and our shoulders are relaxed, and our eyes are closed.